you do choose at some point to go for the 2021 Chicago Marathon as a debut. So going into that, first of all, what's the training like? How did you manage that first block? And then how's Lee? I want to know marathoner to marathoner, what those conversations are like.
Yeah, so
also.
I was like so excited. I've always known that I would do a marathon.
Okay.
It was just a matter of when.
That's good, yeah.
And so when Lee sat me down and he was like, I think we should do the Chicago Marathon, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And the training was like pretty similar to what we had been doing, but just like more volume, like some pretty specific, you know, marathon workouts. But yeah, the training like went pretty well that first block. I handled it really well. I was coming off of a pretty good track season, so we didn't do like as much volume, but just kept like the speed in the legs.
And you were pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah. So I went through that, and my biggest thing was like, Carrie, don't get injured. Like,
nice.
You're doing, you know, a lot more volume, and you have a history of getting injured, so like, don't get injured. And I didn't, so it was a success.
Right. Well, a success in a 7th place finish as well. I'll toot your horn. 2:31.
Yeah.
Debut. I mean, what is the actual race day like? Do you have clear memories? Is it too fuzzy from the adrenaline, or like?
No, I remember that race in Chicago that year was so hot. Like,
right.
The race organizers just kept apologizing to us, honestly, throughout the whole weekend.
I'm from Chicago. That sounds right.
They were like, "We're so sorry. This is gonna be really hot." And you know, at the time, I was just like, "Well, it's gonna be hard regardless. I'm running a marathon.
Yeah,
like,
right.
So the heat is like whatever."
It's not at altitude.
Exactly.
What you're used to.
It's flat.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. I loved it. Like, I finished that race wanting more, but at the same time, like, I finished and I was like, that was so fun, let's do it again. And so I couldn't ask anything more for a debut.
Okay, yeah, that's a great answer. And I'm curious, in a debut, what's like, because I've heard some fun horror stories about fueling.
Oh yeah.
How did that go in the build up, or any other, I don't know, just lessons learned becoming a marathoner officially?
Yeah, so fueling was a little tough. I notoriously, like, standard training for us, we do 2-hour long runs every Sunday. Like,
just did one yesterday?
Yeah, we did 2 hours 15 yesterday, but yeah. And I am notorious for not fueling during those runs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So I had to really train my body to be able to take fuel.
And your mind, I'm sure.
In my mind, yeah. It definitely took some, like, trial and error, but got it down. I think that debut on race day, I learned that I can't do too much sugar in my, you know, hydration. I was having scratch and it was just too much, and so yeah, learned some things, but no horror stories. So
okay, good. All right, well, first of all, this episode of Talking While Running is brought to you by Goodr. Shout out Goodr for these premium, top of the line sunglasses. They got polarized, lightweight frames, the sickest colors in the game. Shout out Goodr.
Yeah, shout out Goodr.